y'all, Pi here, and we are back in How Stories Die. And last time we found out that Haruka is exactly as much of a dick as we already knew she was, and probably has a split personality, so that's fun. Anyway, as I walked into the dark corridor, a familiar figure approached from behind me. Brother Horace. Good, just the person I wanted to see. What do you want? Come after me. I need to tell you something. To be fair, I don't trust him. Like, at all. But I feel like telling him that isn't going to take us very far. So, let's say okay and see where this goes. Toshiaki went past me and headed for one of the doors in the far side of the corridor. This is Malik's room. Why are we here? This is not Malik's room anymore. It's Haruka's room. I told you I'm not changing my mind about... Really? After she killed Brother Gensai? She killed someone who adored her very much. What do you think will happen to you? I already know. She intended to use me instead of Gensai. I took you to the specific room for a reason. Toshiaki pulled one of the drawers and took a dagger from there. Hey, what do you think you're doing? Relax, I'm not going to kill you yet. Yet? I've told you already, you will become one of my targets if you shall continue to defend Haruka. Back to our main topic. This is Haruka's knife. You know, being an expert necromancer does give me some unique abilities. I can hear them. Hundreds of them. They are screaming in agony and sorrow. So many souls were being tormented by this single dagger. Children, too. As well as babies. You are lying, aren't you? Horace? Literally nothing he says is out of line with what we know about Haruka. Wake up! Momo Salos, 2 years old, was killed in her mom's hands while putting her to sleep. Her head was cut clean from her body. Gushian Bodo, 4 years old, was kidnapped in his sleep. After the negotiations for his return succeeded, his parents were sent a package. A package containing only his eyeballs. Renov Boone, 1 year old. Enough! You are fabricating that. For how long will you deny the truth? A person like Haruka shouldn't be allowed to live. At this point, I think Horace is probably wavering a bit. Like, at the very least, Haruka is a terrible person. So, I think I'm gonna go for the middle of the road option and just say I don't know. I don't know what to think anymore. It's clear that Haruka lied a lot. It's clear that Haruka killed a lot of innocents and might end up killing me. And yet, Toshiaki put his hand on my shoulder. Make the right decision. Don't let emotions distract you from the truth. Haruka must die. If you won't give me an answer, I will consider you an enemy as well. I will give you an answer. I just need to think about it a little more. Toshiaki nodded. Fine. Don't take too much time to think, or it might be too late. He went past me and exited the door. Now is not the time to argue with ourselves. We'll worry about murdering each other after we are done. Murder our targets first, murder each other second. To be fair, Haruka is probably the most successful serial killer in the history of this world. So, so far as the legal system goes, I think that she would probably earn a death sentence regardless of our feelings. So, anyway. We are so close to our end goal. Killing the Demon King. Which reminds me that I should be in the meeting room right now. I walked out of the corridor and entered the meeting room. Someone was waiting for me. Someone was waiting there for me. Someone I was meaning to talk to. Haruka. Horace. We both said each other's names at the same time. We need to talk. It seems like a great minds think alike. I wouldn't say that. Let's go to a more private place. Come after me. I know a good place. What about the meeting? It can wait. I will show you a place I really like. Haruka went out of the room and I followed her. Horace, would you mind moving the fridge for me? You know I'm not exactly a muscle man, right? Alright then, I will lend you my strength. With our combined power, Haruka and I push the fridge to the left. This hole looks like a giant rat lives inside it. You don't like it? I dug it myself. It's a little dusty inside. I hope you can endure it. I've already went on 2 life-threatening missions. I think I can endure a little dust. A little dusty? My face and hair was covered with dust, and I had a hard time breathing. The air had more dust than air. What's wrong? Forget it. If I open my mouth any longer, it'll become a dust bowl. Battling the hardships, I continued climbing up the ladder. It was about 4 minutes until I heard the sentence I longed for. We are here. Beautiful, isn't it? I looked down. Whoa, we are so high. All the demons are like small ants, and buildings are like huts. This is pretty high. I'm not so good with heights. I figured out you wouldn't be. Most smart rulers are afraid of heights, and for good reason. Do you know why I like this place? Oh my god, is this where you take the people you're done with? Why? You can see everything from here. All the people seem like small, easy to squash insects. This place symbolizes power. It is the beacon of importance and influence. However, Haruka gave me a small push. Ah! You almost made me fall! You see it now for yourself, right? One small push, and you are gone. Horace, you and I are the people who push others and then run off to the shadows. This place shows how power and influence directly translates into danger and death. This is the essence of assassination. Now, about the thing I wanted to talk to you about. Something abnormal happened to me earlier. Something so abnormal that you had to come to a rooftop to talk to me about it? You got me interested. I suddenly woke up in my bed this morning. The last thing I remember was when you pinned me on the ground in the mansion. Could it be that you knocked me out? Now I'm entirely sure about it. Perhaps I was given a sleeping drug by the traitor before the mission? Haruka has another Haruka inside her. Could it be an after effect of the astrothium? That shouldn't be possible, but maybe it was a special kind of astrothium I don't know about. And that Haruka definitely doesn't want Haruka to know about her existence. Well, At least until now. The conclusions drawn from that are obvious. And it's time Haruka will know it too. Although I already solved the mystery unconsciously, I ignored a significant part of the answer. A part that makes the second reason I came here contradict with the other. And perhaps it could. Haruka, stop. Huh? Why should... This time, let me answer. I feel... No, I know what the answer is. What are you talking about? You are the traitor, Haruka. What is this nonsense? How did you even reach that conclusion? Let me finish my sentences, and I will allow you to finish yours. It's not you who is the traitor. It's the other you. The other me? Sounds like the name of a rather disappointing book. Don't act dumb. You know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about dissociative identity disorder. I thought I told you that dissociative identity disorder was disproved a numerous amount of times by respectable researchers. I thought you told me not to assume anything, even if the past implies that it's true. I vaguely remember something like that. Exactly. The other Haruka told me that. Wait, the fact that she said she kind of remembers doesn't align with my theory. If it was dissociative identity disorder, she wouldn't have known anything about what happened in Alteria. But that doesn't make sense. She had all the symptoms of a dissociative identity disorder. Personality change and memory loss. You had both of them. What are you talking about? What memory loss? What personality change? I never knew anything about that. Of course you didn't. Because you always lost your memories during the time where no new memories were made. During the night. Malik injected the astrophium into you to cover up for your natural memory loss. We all thought you had lost your memory because of the drug, but it was because during the night you were the other Haruka. What? During the night I sleep. Sleeping at least 12 hours is crucial to my success. Then why do you look so nervous and angry? You are tired, aren't you? Perhaps. Maybe I didn't sleep well. I don't think so. I think you do other stuff rather than sleeping. Stuff that only the other Haruka knows. What proof do you have? What about right now? You said you don't remember how you got in here. And I remember that your personality totally changed. A single case. Could have been another reason. She is trying hard to deny the truth. The truth that she rejected from the start. You just don't want to admit that you are wrong. Is your pride so important to you? See? You cannot give any proof. Hence, you are not correct. I'm sure there's a proof that can break through her easily. Some kind of an evidence. Oh, I think I've got it. How didn't I see that? Alright, now I have conclusive evidence. Just spit it out. I don't have all the time in the world. Our time in Alteria. What about it? Do you remember it? Of course I do. Like when you figured out the trick with the apple and the poison. Apple? Wasn't it an orange? No, I'm pretty sure that it was an apple. Are you sure about it? I'll ask you a few questions to make sure. Go ahead. My memory is flawless. What was the discount on all the items at the vegetable stand? The date location is... the vegetable stand? Not just a normal vegetable stand. It has 75% off on all items. Well, At least in the last 2 hours. We were too late. I don't remember. But I certainly do remember that when we went there, the store was closed. A state where you remember the whole thing, but not the little details. For someone that takes pride in her powerful brain, that's not very good. What do you remember vaguely, no matter how good your memory is? Just give up, Horace. This doesn't prove anything at all. Damn it, I know I'm right. I just can't find any conclusive evidence. If I don't convince Haruka right now, she will think I've gone mad, and the other Haruka would stay hidden forever. I can't find anything. There must be another reason for that. Damn it. She's getting farther and farther away. Soon she will say it's no use talking to me. Something more logical. It's now or never. I must think of a conclusive evidence in the next minute, or else she will disregard me. I will lose all future opportunities to convince her. It's now or never. This whole double personality thing is just a dream of yours. Wake up. It's true, I'm not dreaming! What was that shout? You were dreaming! It's obvious! Did you fall on your head? Think about it. What if you were dreaming all of those memories in Altaria? Impossible. Why? Okay, maybe it is possible, but the probability of that is infinitesimal. Not to mention, you don't have a single piece of evidence. This is just a wild assumption. Good, then let me continue with that wild assumptions. I think that the other Haruka manipulated her dreams before she went to bed. Then, while the other Haruka slept, it switched to you. And thus you experienced all the memories of that day in your sleep. Again, even more wild assumptions to attach to your crazy theory. Besides, you said that I'm conscious during the day and the other Haruka during the night. So how could it be that I was conscious during the night in Altaria and the other Haruka during the day? Haruka, are you playing jump just to create a logic gap in my theory? The night and day in Hell and Altaria are reversed. So if you're conscious during the day here, you'll be conscious during the night there. Fine, you caught me in that, but you still don't have a shred of evidence. Do I? I don't think so. Stop bluffing. I do remember everything from Altaria. Not exact details, but still. Even if you find some details that I don't remember correctly, that won't prove anything. And since I remember everything, you don't have a way to confirm your stupid theory. Like a flash of lightning, the smoking gun appeared before my eyes. Even though the thought process to find it is supposed to be complex, I found it instantly. Like some kind of deity is powering up my brain and shooting ideas at me. No, I do have a way to prove it. Listen well. Maybe you will learn something. How dare you lecture me? Now that I finally beat Haruka in the Battle of Wits, I'm going to enjoy it a bit. Yes, do you remember the last day we were in Altaria? Of course I do. Where are you going with this? During the day, we teleported to Hell when it was the middle of the night there. I remember sleeping for 2 hours at most. So I imagine you slept the same hours I did, since we both went to sleep at the same time. Now I heard that during the sleep, the stage of dreaming usually comes after 2 hours. Which means that you dreamed about a fraction of the memories of the day we left Altaria. I am sure the other Haruka completed the other missing details later, but I want to focus on the day after we got to Hell. The day where you only had partial memories. You surely remember that we chased after the thief in the sewers, right? Yes. Now try to get inside the memories of the past Haruka, the Haruka that just arrived at Hell after a long trip in Altaria. Did that Haruka remember that we chased the thief in the sewers? No. I heard that. So you don't remember. That means my theory is correct. Stop acting like a clown. Perhaps it is because you don't know much about magic, but no one can manipulate dreams to such a degree. No, there is someone. An incubus. What? Don't be absurd. There's no proof of the existence of an actual incubus. There is. Throughout all the previous nights, my dreams were manipulated by the incubus. That's insane. You are insane. How am I insane? My logic works. There must be some other explanation. There has to be. Just give me a time and... I see. So there's no way to convince you that I am right. Looks like we'll have to use that. Even against Haruka's will. The hand in my pocket strokes the dusty and crumbled cover of the Lemegeton. You leave me no choice. I pull the book out, and Haruka's eyes widen in surprise. Oh, okay, I guess I'm saying this. Ars Gotia. The Lemegeton opens by itself, emitting the creepy pale light. I could feel the power coming out of its pages. Horace, what the fuck do you think you're doing? Ars Gotia. Stop! Stop right now! Haruka pointed her dagger at me. Ars Paulina. The magic within the pages slowly penetrated my skin, flowing within my blood. So much power with one book. I can feel it. Whatever, I will just decline your attempt to split my soul in half. Ars Almedel? No, you won't, Haruka. Because deep within your heart, you know I'm correct. Ars Notoria. The entire might of the Lemegeton burst out. I felt the power leaving my body and going straight towards Haruka's direction. I finally see it. It's so beautiful. My kingdom during the day is the most beautiful sight in the whole world. Oh, my children are so beautiful. And even more beautiful than my children. It's you, Horace. Who are you? Even though I know the answer, I still asked, hoping that the answer would be different than what I have in mind. From the corner of my eye, I spotted a figure approaching both of us. The figure carried a dagger and pointed it towards me. What is happening here? Who is she? Why does she look like me? I think Horace perfectly answered those 3 questions earlier. My name is Idgerite, the true queen of hell. Someone more important than an arm. And as for looks, you look nothing like me. Those dark and cruel eyes are yours alone. No, this cannot be. It breaks all the limits of logic. You were not inside me. I thought you were supposed to be the logical one among us. Are your eyes lying to you? My mind blanked out in confusion. It was unthinkable that the Demon King was so close to me all this time. Moreover, the one who was inside me all this time was my... yes, the Demon Queen / King. The traitor you... Oh. Before Idgerite managed to finish her sentence, Haruka slashed her neck in lightning speed. Blood splashed over the place. Idgerite's clothes were painted red, and Haruka's face was bespattered with blood. You just killed... It's done. We win. The goal was achieved. It was over so fast. Then you need to kill. When you need to kill, kill, don't talk. I still can't believe we just assassinated the Demon King. Or Demon Queen, for that matter. Well, now I just need to wash the blood off my face and tell the rest of the order it is over. There is no blood on your face. What are you talking about? I just killed... Excuse me. It wasn't very polite to kill someone in the middle of a sentence. I was in total shock. Idgerite stood there, completely unharmed. All the blood on the floor was gone, and her clothes returned to their normal colors. Impossible! You were supposed to die! All the arms are dead. You're just as killable as everyone else. I don't mean to be rude, but did you consider the possibility that one of the arms is still alive? Does that mean I was fooled? I, Dr. Haruka von Weistel, was fooled yet again? I cannot accept that. Sorry, don't yell at me. Is this really how the Demon Queen behaves like? Is this how the final villain behaves like? By definition, she definitely is, but seeing her like that, much to my surprise, gives me an urge to protect her. Yes, I just said that. Protect the fucking Demon Queen. I'm disgusted at myself, but I cannot shake off the feeling. This is the girl I fell in love with. This is the girl I risked my life for. How did you trick me? I'm the most intelligent being on this planet. Well, our intelligence is supposed to be equal after all. Yet we are still complete opposites. While you are a master of logic, my strength lies in emotional intelligence. After all, we are meant to fight each other for eternity. By who? Who meant that? A tall and blonde human. Someone who looks just like you. A man with crystal eyes and the kindest smile. The one I hate, yet love the most. You didn't answer my question. How did you trick me? Well, it's pretty embarrassing to say, but I know you like the back of my hand. I can predict exactly what you will do at any moment and every situation. And using my natural gift of emotional intelligence, I know exactly how you affect your surroundings. Additionally, my position gives an overwhelming advantage. For example, the fake studies regarding dissociative identity disorder were a direct order from the Queen. Those studies dated up to 4,000 years ago. Those studies dated up to 40,000 years ago, and I'm just 600 years old. No, that's wrong. You are as old as me. 40,318 years old. Impossible. I know for a fact that I'm 600 years old. All it takes is a very strong memory eraser to make you think you were reborn. Those cycles of 600 years. I know the formula well enough by now. First you study, then you learn that you are a superior genius. Then you are achieving everything easily, and then you are bored with victories. Then you start to do horrible things to others just to test your abilities. Then, in your frustration, you try to do impossible things just to see if you can fail. And in the end, I always stop you from hurting others. That describes my life so accurately it's scary. But of course it is. It describes every freaking life you ever had. Sorry, my frustration just burst out for a second. I'm really sorry that you had to see that. That brings me to my main point. Why I desperately need your help, Horace. I want to stop you, Haruka. I need to destroy you. As long as you live, you will continue tormenting others and hurt them. Since both you and I will live forever, you have to be stopped. Eternal life? What are you talking about? I won't explain anything to you. Do you want to feel the wrath of my dagger again? But I won't tell you, otherwise you will surely ruin my plans. The point is, Horace, Only you can stop this limitless source of evil. Didn't you order to enslave all the humans? Why should I trust you? Aren't you actually the evil one? Yes, that's true. I harbor great hatred for humanity. Except one. I won't deny that if you will choose to follow me, bad things will happen to Alteria. But I'm not talking about genocide. It's more like enslaving them for an extended period of time, like 100 years or so. Leaving Hiroka alive will result in bad things, both for the demons and the humans. I can't promise you she will spare the humans, or won't try to kill your leader and plunge your kingdom into total chaos like she wants to do to mine. She will probably even attempt to kill you. Isn't that right, Haruka? Yes, that is correct. Although I am not for total annihilation of all humans. As for the question of trust, I already told you why you should trust me. Because I love you. I love you so much. You are exactly like him. Appearance, personality, everything. I used the order to check that. And you would never betray me, right? You even risked your life for me at the party, just like Thomas did. And I know you love me too. My emotional intelligence told me that. Come with me. Let's try again. This time you will accept me for who I am. You won't abandon me again, right? Horace, remember who she is. She is the enemy. She is the enemy of humans. Therefore, she is your enemy. Don't listen to her. This is the biggest decision I ever made and probably ever will. And we're going to leave that for the next episode, because I am overtime now and I need to go do things. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you would like to support me financially, please consider checking out my Patreon. For as little as $1 a month, you can get early access to all of my videos and, you know, not be left on a cliffhanger for ages. And for everyone else, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again in the next episode.